The Roman Empire had reached its peak. Under the rule of the five good emperors, it had known peace, prosperity, and power beyond imagination. But after the death of Marcus Aurelius in 180 CE, that golden age came to an end. His son, Commodus, would mark the beginning of Rome's long descent. Commodus was everything his father was not. Where Marcus sought wisdom and duty, Commodus craved pleasure and spectacle. He abandoned the frontiers, ignored the Senate, and lived as if the empire were his personal stage. He fought as a gladiator in the Colosseum, renaming months after himself and proclaiming that he was the reincarnation of Hercules. His reign of vanity and violence ended not with honor but with assassination, the emperor strangled in his own palace. With his death, Rome plunged into chaos once more. Civil war returned, and power became a prize for whoever could seize it. In the year 193 CE, 5 men claimed the throne in what historians call the Year of the Five Emperors. The empire's stability, once unshakable, now rested on the swords of soldiers and the greed of politicians. Eventually, Septimius Severus emerged victorious. He was a soldier first, emperor second, a man who strengthened the army but drained the treasury. He left behind a warning for his sons: keep the soldiers rich and ignore everyone else. It was advice that would haunt Rome for generations. The Severan dynasty brought short-lived order, but it came at a price. The army gained power over the government, while emperors became puppets of their own legions. When Severus died, his son Caracalla ruled with brutality, granting citizenship to all free men in the empire, not out of generosity, but to collect more taxes. His reign, too, ended in blood. By the mid-3rd century, Rome faced crisis on every front. This was the crisis of the 3rd century, 50 years of chaos, civil wars, and invasions. Emperors rose and fell at a dizzying pace, some reigning only months before being overthrown or killed. Barbarians crossed the Rhine and the Danube, the Persians attacked from the east, and plagues swept through the cities. The empire fractured, splitting into pieces: the Gallic Empire in the west, the Palmyrene Empire in the east. For the first time in centuries, it seemed that Rome might fall. The glory that had once illuminated the world now flickered like a dying flame. The marble temples and triumphal arches stood as hollow reminders of a greatness slipping away. Yet Rome did not collapse, not yet. Through determination, reform, and blood, a new generation of leaders would rise to pull the empire back from the edge. But the old Rome, the Rome of senators, of emperors who ruled with reason, was gone. What remained was a desperate empire fighting for survival, no longer expanding, but trying to hold on. The age of decline had begun, and though Rome would endure for centuries more, its greatest days were behind it.